Hey y'all, today we're gonna jump straight into the video and I'm gonna show y'all how I do my natural partings and how to grip when you're doing your traditional box braids. So I like to go in this diagonal motion when I'm doing my parting because it helps to make sure that every braid is gonna lay in between another braid. As you can see, it's kind of like a brick layering effect, but you're not doing like the square partings, you're just using your natural partings. I like to use these long silver clips for my partings, and what I'm going to use on my client's hair is the braid formula by Eben. So when I'm doing the braids, I like to make sure that the piece is split into two even pieces, and then I form like an X motion and I basically just loop them around each other. And then when I'm braiding it in, I like to take one side and then just grip it using the braid hair and her hair. But I also make sure that I'm not just trying to grab all the hair at one time because that can cause the braid to slip out easily. So as you can see, I'm actually braiding the hair through the braid hair, and I'm braiding with her hair and the braid hair and not just trying to like grab her hair into the braid hair, if that makes sense. You want to just make sure you're actually braiding through the hair, because if you're grabbing it all at once, it's a high chance that the braid can just slide out, and you don't want that to happen when you're doing traditional braids. And like you see in every video, I'm using my Slay band, which is the band that's on my arm holding my braid product on there. If you would like to purchase one, then make sure you click on my website that's listed in the description box and purchase yours. These are so convenient when you're braiding. I love my Slay bands, and I think you will love one too. So go ahead and purchase you one. If you're tired of putting products on your skin, then this Slay band is the product for you. So basically, you also want to just make sure that you're tucking the hair as you go down. And my client did get butt length braids, so I braided them like all the way down. And I used the Freetress pre-stretched hair. Now, I wasn't too much of a fan of this hair just because of the way that it tangled so much. So I mean, this was the only hair that I could find the length that I needed at my beauty supply store. But yeah, I wasn't like the biggest fan of this particular braid hair. Don't forget to snip those flyaways and do them as you go, and don't try to wait until the end. So as y'all can see, I'm going upwards in that diagonal motion. Doing it like this is beneficial because the braids will lay right in between each other, and then this also prevents overcrowding. I realized when I don't do them in this diagonal motion, then they're like overcrowded, and then like some braids are overlapping and it just becomes like too much. But as you can tell by doing it this way, they're nice and flat, and they're also full, and it gives that illusion of like the fullness without it being too crowded and just too packed on. So for the rest of the video, I'm gonna just let y'all see the visual. This is gonna be in regular speed. If you need some help with what I'm doing, then you can rewind and go back to the beginning of the video to where I'm actually explaining what I'm doing. But for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna be showing y'all step by step, and I'm gonna do it in regular speed so I don't lose anyone. But yeah, happy Slaymas, y'all. This is Slaymas day 4, and we are doing this thing. So now I'm just going to set the braids with the Vigor Off foam, which I always do. This helps lay down any flyaways, and it just gives the braids a nice sleek look. And I also dip the hair off camera. Yes, I did dip it in hot water, but I did it off camera. You always want to dip the hair. That helps to seal the braids and give them that nice silky finish. This is the final look, and now it's your turn to try it. I hope this video gives you the confidence to go ahead and try some traditional braids. I know knotless are popping, but traditional braids never went out of style. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.